how do you start to understand your stride? You mentioned the word stride as far as to know this project is a fit for us. This one is not. How do you start understanding so then that way you can quickly vet a lead that comes in?
Unfortunately, I feel like the way you find it is by having bad experiences. You can say it's easy to set like size requirements and budget requirements early on. We didn't at the very beginning, and we kind of didn't do that for maybe two years, and then we started really tightening down on our parameters. And then we realized, there's a personality component to this too. Yes. That you're not just, it's a service industry that lasts sometimes it's 2 or 3 years, these projects, by the time you're working through the architectural plans, and then you break ground, and then you're doing finishes and furniture. It's a very long relationship. And so sometimes we're just not a good fit. I haven't had that experience very often, maybe just a handful of, just a couple of times, but those really stand out to me when our firm and that client wasn't a good fit, and we learned from it. And so what we do now is we have a team member who goes through the inquiries, and we set those parameters that are pretty easy to sift through early on. And then as we're going through the process, we interview the builder, because usually the builder and the architect are hired before the designer, typically, not always. But then we interview them. What has been the process like so far? Truthfully, what is your working relationship like with this client? And we just have more back and forth so that we can make sure not only are they a good fit for us, but that they're going to be happy with us because we're a good fit for them.
I love that you said that. I'm going to get back to the interview side, which I think is really important that you're alluding to, Shea. But you made the comment, just in the R&D, the research and development, how important it is, that you're vetting the client as well in the beginning, that you're going to talk to the builder and architect and ask about their process. I'm understanding that right? To understand how the communication's been with the client, how the meetings have been, if they make decisions quickly, if they're easy to work with, because it's such, you were married to them for 2 or 3 years, right?
Mm-hmm. For real. And also, I look through Pinterest boards. I look at the plans of the house, and then I look through, because I want to see what they gravitate towards. If they are pinning things that do not look anything close to what we could produce for them, then I don't think that we're the right designer for them. And that's okay. I'm not offended by that. It's just I don't want to transform ourselves. I love to transform within the Studio Mcgee realm. So we'll do a modern project, we'll do a rustic project, we'll do, just a very farmhouse project, all over the map. But we kind of morph Studio Mcgee into those things. But if it's too far off that I just don't like the look, then I'm not going to promise that to somebody.